Yo, what it is, it's the RULE, and we live chilling with my girl, Renata Romaine, and you watching Renata Romaine TV. Holla.
You're now checking out Renata Romaine,
Ja Rule is here, or shall I say Jeffrey Atkins?
Either way.
I like that. I
They're
like
both
calling
here.
you Jeffrey Atkins.
They're both here this morning.
Well, welcome back to the show, sir.
No doubt. Thanks for having me.
It's always good to see you.
It's always good to be here.
You know, I like this side of Ja Rule. Follow the rules. This new, we're going to call it a docu-series, not reality show.
Yeah.
Right?
I got a docu-series.
Yeah, on
Not a
MTV?
reality show, on MTV, yeah.
I like seeing this side of you. I mean, Ja Rule was this, hardcore, dude from New York, and now you're this soft husband and dad. And
I've always been a dad and a husband. All those years too.
a lot of folks, but you know what? A lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
You guys are, apart from the persona, you guys are real people with real families, real people problems.
Absolutely.
How do you feel?
I think that's the biggest misconception of celebrity, period. People act like we don't use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, we human beings like everybody else. I put my pants on one leg at a time, like just like you. So.
But you know what though? I put some of the blame on you guys. I put some of the blame on you.
I would love to hear this.
Because y'all create such a persona though.
Do we create it or do y'all
But the
create
music.
it? I'm
Come
saying,
on.
who creates it? Is it the artist or is it the
Both.
media?
I think both.
I think it's more media than artists.
Really?
I think we just kind of do what we do. We kind of go out there and we make the music, and that's who we are.
Yeah.
And then people create and build these personas for you. Ja is this. Or he is this, and that's what you become. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I didn't paint the picture for you.
Of course.
Right. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, y'all take the baton and run with it.
Yeah. What is it like though? Showing this side, was it a tough decision to show your family life? A lot of people don't like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm an older artist now. I'm 39 years old.
39.
I'm a grown man.
Okay.
And it comes a time in your career, in your life, where you have to start acting like a grown man. And for me, this is that time. This is my transition period. This is when you get to see, Ja Rule become Jeff Atkins.
Mm-hmm.
I've been him a long time, but people just didn't actually get to see it.
Yeah.
So now you can actually
hold your thought though, because when you're Ja Rule, when you're talking about I'm from New York, when you're Ja Rule for so long, is that an easy transition to go back to being Jeffrey
I'm still Ja Rule.
Atkins?
I'm both. That's crazy thing too. People act like you can only be one person.
You're about to come on in,
Yeah.
so let's get into this. We'll come back.
We'll talk about it.
All right now, Ja. All right, you sounding kind of old now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Listen, man.
What's up with that?
Listen, man. You got to keep the youngins grounded. I know hip hop changes and styles change and all of that, but you got to keep the youngins grounded. One thing that never changes is cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool stays the same all the time.
I thought he looked cool though.
For him, for his age bracket,
Right,
yeah,
right.
But my,
Yeah.
not for my cool group,
Right.
know what I mean? But it is what it is. The kids, they got their own style and stuff. So he's very stylish, my son.
Yeah, all three of your children are.
Thank you.
Ja Rule, follow the rules. You can follow Ja and his family on MTV. What night does it come on?
Monday tonight. We were on tonight, Monday nights, and we are now an hour long now.
Oh,
We got
good.
2 episodes back to back. So
Nice. Now, was that by demand from the fans?
They were actually demanding it. We were gonna do it anyway, I believe.
Right.
But it was good to know that the fans actually did want more.
And I think because, again, for so many years, you were always that guy that we knew in one way. You never allowed us really into your personal life, your personal space. I think we first really started seeing a little bit of that probably, when you had the lockup situation.
Yeah.
And fans want to see Ja Rule, Jeffrey Atkins. How are you making that transition? Like, is it tough growing older in hip hop and maturing?
not when you know, are willing to do that. You know, some artists are not willing to let go.
Some folks
know?
fight it. I know.
They fighting it. You know,
they got braids and they 50 years old.
Exactly. You gotta let it go, man. You know, be your age and be. You know, it's cool to be 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a cool 40-year-old dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm fly at 40. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be fly at 50. I'm gonna be fly at 70. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's all about who you are and how you present yourself or whatever.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. What about the music? Are you in the studio?
I love making music. It's my first love. You know, people don't realize, but I'm a different type of artist. You know, I very creative artist. I can do just about anything inside of my studio space. You know, I can write pop songs. I could write rock songs. I could write rap songs. You know, whatever it is, R&B records. You know, so creating is always my first love, and that's what I love to do. So I'm working on a new project right now. It's called Genius Loves Company. And, I'm going to have a few friends on that album with me. And, we just going to have some fun and make some good records and put it out there for the people.
We look forward to that. More with Ja Rule is coming up next. Now, this record right here, I know the dudes probably don't like it, but the ladies love this.
Yeah, the ladies like this record. They like the video.
Yeah, and the video. Ja Rule having breakfast with us. I'm Renata Romaine, your ear candy, Sirius XM 44.
Yeah.
Sirius XM 44 is Hip Hop Nation. I'm Renata Romaine, your ear candy. We got Ja Rule hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Now, I bang whatever I like. And so you do hear a lot of Ja Rule in the mornings, on Ear Candy mornings. But you can always hear him on our Fly channel, Sirius XM channel 47. And you can check him out and follow The Rules, his new docu-series with his family on MTV on Monday nights. Now, you married your high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
You guys have been married for how many years?
14.
14 years.
Yeah.
You know
15 in April.
You know you're an exception.
Yeah, that's like 100 years in hip hop.
Yeah.
That's like an eternity.
What's your secret?
Friendship. That's the thing that lasts the longest. Mm-hmm. Everything else, you got to work on. It gets old, it gets stale. You got to twist it, bend it, make it, make it new, make it fresh, make it hot.
Smack it up, flip it.
Yeah, there's only been so many ways you can smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. But you got to find new ways to do that.
How do you do it, Ja Rule?
You got to find new ways, man.
How do you keep it spicy? I mean, I know you're a romantic man.
You got to be romantic at sometimes, and you got to be nasty at times.
Well, tell me, what do you do?
Come
on, it's radio. Create the picture. Create the picture.
Have a little of both.
Don't get shy.
I'm a Pisces, so we creative. We try. We get real creative.
Like what? Give me an example.
So you just got to get me crazy with it. Just like one day, just come home, break in the house with a mask on, tie her up and rape her.
No.
Then take the mask off, like it's me, baby. Stop! Don't call the police. It's me. It's me. You was enjoying that a little too much too, by the way. I just let you know. Nah, but you just gotta try. You just gotta try, new things and just have fun with your relationship. I think we have a lot of fun in our relationship.
Yeah.
And that's
because
what
a
keeps
lot of dudes get comfortable though. A lot of dudes want to put that responsibility on the woman. You guys always you want us to always look a certain way. You want us to cook in heels and do all that crazy stuff.
I mean, it's got to be both ways.
It has to.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I tell dudes all the time, and I tell this to the ladies too. A horse in a race by itself will trot. All right, just wrap your head around it one time.
Give me a minute.
A horse in a race by himself will trot. So ladies, you got to keep them honest too. Let them know that I'm still looking good. There's still men out there that would love to ride this horse.
Ooh.
So you better act right. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So
you better stop talking nasty this morning, Ja Rule.
but so I think sometimes guys we get comfortable and women they do the same and. You just gotta spice it up. Try different things.
Are we gonna see Irv Gotti and the family on the show?
You'll see Uncle Irv come on there. Uncle Irv crazy as hell, man. He come on there and give all types of crazy advice and the worst advice you could give. He's He's like the uncle you tell don't talk
come
to the kids, man. You come to the barbecue, but don't talk to the kids. That's it. Just don't say nothing to the kids. Yeah.
I love the relationship that you and Irv have.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. You know.
Yeah. Why isn't he? I feel like he was such a key figure, back then. Talented dude.
Mm-hmm.
He should be doing more in the industry today, like maybe the president of Def Jam or something. Why do you think that never happened?
It's tough to say, but in this industry, people like people that they can control. You understand? Mm-hmm. They're scared of the wild card, the X factor. And I think sometimes that's a hurt Irv, because he's so passionate, he's so outspoken. He believes in what in what he believes in. If he's behind something, and that's how you're supposed to be. With projects that you believe in or things that you deem are the next,
right.
big thing. You're supposed to be passionate about it, and you're supposed to go out there and champion it like no other. So, I think sometimes, in this industry, people are used to playing it safe, used to doing things, used to crunching the numbers and making sure it's, they're getting their P&L and everything. It's just their ROI is correct, and and sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about going out there and just taking a chance and making the best product and shooting for the moon and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're gonna fall on your face. Sometimes you're gonna hit the home run. Some people are scared of falling on their face. You can't be scared either way. You can't be scared of failure if you want to win.
Absolutely, and most of the time, it's they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ja Rule, Hip Hop Nation. Straight hip hop hits. Period. Feel that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I watched you perform this at the Apollo Theater. You were like brand new.
Yeah.
With Christina Milian.
It's nothing like the Apollo.
That was back in.
Lord have mercy.
I don't even think I was in radio. That was like in 99, 2000, right? 2000.
One of my best memories of the Apollo, man, was when Ice Cube came to the Apollo.
Oh.
And he had cut his jerry curl off for the first time. And nobody knew, and he had his hat on. He took his hat off. Oh man, it was just a crazy moment. I mean, dudes started throwing money at him on stage. Like, it was just one of the. Harlem,
Okay.
It was just throwing them bricks of cash, like, it was just a good moment.
Yeah. Ja Rule having some breakfast with us. Well, you certainly was a part of, as we call it, the golden era of hip hop. How do you feel about it? Because I kind of feel like, damn, it was too short. Like, it should have been a little longer.
I think you still getting the remains of it. You're still getting the remnants of the golden era is still there.
I feel like it was so much more though that you had in you and could have done.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that too. Y'all would have got so much more great music out of Ja Rule had people not turned their backs on me because they felt like I was singing too much on records, or I was too soft, or I was doing this for the ladies and blah blah blah. And then
but look at where hip hop is now.
Everybody
the
does.
number one dude in hip hop sings.
That's all everybody does.
Yeah.
The dude that called me out about doing it, that's all he did. You know what I'm saying? After he got,
right.
So, I know I influenced a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have to admit it. They don't have to say it. It's in their body of work. It's in their DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just grateful that, I was able to leave my mark and my footprint on hip hop.
Yeah. What is the state of Murder Inc. today?
Murder.
Or is there still a Murder Inc.?
Yeah, me and Gotti talk about bringing Murder Inc. back, and going out there and snatching up some of these new artists and then giving them the opportunity to win and, live their dreams and stuff like that. But, business is so different now. It's just like they really don't need you. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. You don't have to wait anymore to get signed.
You don't need the big machine to go out there and get a fan base, create a fan base, and get your music heard and on different platforms.
You still need radio.
You still need. Not
right?
really.
Right, Ja?
Not really.
You need satellite radio. You need Hip Hop Nation
Not really.
to help you out.
Honestly, not really. You know, and
Come on.
I say that
Work with me, Ja.
honestly. No, I say that honestly because I went to Chance the Rapper concert last week. My son loves Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
He begged me to get these tickets. Dad, I gotta go see Chance. I gotta go see Chance the Rapper. Gotta see him. And I'm like, Rule, not for nothing. I don't really know nobody in Chance the Rapper's camp. He's a new guy on the scene, and I don't know anybody from his camp, Rule. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, Dad, but you Ja Rule, like you can call and make some calls and find some. I said, you're right. I'll make a few calls. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I make a few calls. I find Chance. I find his peoples. I get to his peoples.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get to his peoples. I say, listen, my son, he loves Chance. He wants to come out to the concert, whatever. So they're like, oh, yeah, sure, of course. We love, whatever. We'll get him how many we want to come, and, we'll get him set up, backstage pass, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. So then I get a call a couple of days later. It's like, by the way, if you're going to be in town, Chance was like, yo, if you mind coming out on stage, do a little something. And I'm like, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? So I go to the show and I go do that. Now, mind you, I only know like maybe one or two Chance records that I've heard.
Right.
He doesn't really have a big radio presence on the radio.
On terrestrial radio.
Now, what does that mean?
It means commercial radio.
Okay, so which radio are we talking about?
This is satellite radio,
Okay.
the platform that breaks artists like Chance the Rapper.
Okay, so are y'all claiming y'all broke Chance?
I'm not saying that
are y'all taking that one and saying we broke Chance?
I'm not necessarily saying that we broke Chance, but we helped, as we do many artists like Chance the Rapper, give them
I feel you.
that platform that they look for. And then you get what I'm saying?
Here's what I see.
Okay.
I see a guy who started a movement via social media.
Oh, yes.
Via, SoundCloud,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, these other outlets and the other platforms where I don't have to go up to a radio station and say, yo, play that for me, man.
You don't have to beg somebody.
I can say, yo, I feeling this. I'm going to put this on this platform and see how other people feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reaction that it had for him was big. So now I go to the concert. And like I said, I really don't know any of the records like that, except for maybe two.
Right.
He killed it. 2 sold-out shows, Terminal 5, destroyed the concert.
Yeah.
Now here's where it got interesting, right? I'm, enjoying the concert, having a good time, waiting. I'm about to go on stage with Chance. In walks Jay-Z and Beyonce and Usher at Terminal 5. We ain't talking to Barclays, Madison Square Garden. Terminal 5, man.
Right.
To see this man perform, so that let me know that movement is the whole independent underground movement that these artists have going is so much bigger.
You know what? People shouldn't even consider themselves independent anymore.
It's just artistry.
You just exactly.
You know what I mean? And
the power is in.
I like it better that way. I like that the artists are able to do that. To me, that's dope. Because for me, it feels like that's a true fan base. That's like a die-hard core fan base.
Right.
They feel a part of you. They feel like I helped this movement. I watched this movement grow from its infant stages to where it is now. Yeah. I was a part of that whole thing. It's almost like, having a child and watching it grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? So these fans are dedicated to this.
Absolutely.
They feel like, that like this is my work. This is what I champion. I did this. So those fans, they never leave, those artists.
Yeah, I've seen that with, like, you go to a Wiz Khalifa concert, or you look at Machine Gun Kelly and the movement. Or even
without radio play, without real radio play, these guys are doing this. Out touring, getting, so.
Yeah, the business is certainly different, and it has empowered the artists. Yeah. Where they don't have to wait,
I like that.
For the powers that be to come to them, because the powers that be should be trying to find them anyway if they were doing their work.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the other, so the flip side of that is they don't want to be found. They're like, I'm good. Artists like this. The new kid, Bryson Tiller. He's been offered many deals, and he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I don't need you guys.
Right.
And it's real.
No, so yeah, I get that. Some of them have that chip, and I understand why.
It's not even a chip anymore. It's like, why should I give you half my money
Right.
to do something I'm already doing?
Oh, you mean in terms of the label?
Yeah,
right.
you ain't gonna do nothing for me that I haven't already done.
Right. And
You know what I'm saying?
the labels hate that. The
They
fact that
hate
they've gotten hip and smart.
They hate. I mean, don't get me wrong. The labels are still good at what they do. Now, if you have an artist that's here at this level and you want to go to this level, the label can help you do that. They can take you from here to there. They can push the right buttons and
just like radio.
Yeah. You love radio. He's like, just like radio. He's like, don't discredit radio now. No, I'm not discrediting radio at all. Radio is a very powerful, platform that you need.
And needed platform, yes.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
You know what? You could come back
still.
and we can flush this discussion out a little bit more. Ja Rule, it's always a pleasure sitting down with
Always
you,
a
having some
pleasure.
breakfast talk,
No
and
doubt.
check him out on Follow the Rules.
Monday
His
nights.
new docu-series on MTV Monday nights, and we're gonna
10
look forward to
p.m.
that new music as well.
Oh, yeah, coming soon.
Yes.
Soon, no doubt.
Sip Pop Nation.